everyone, it's Linda from Full Moon Studio. Welcome back. Today I'm having a go at a challenge set by Rachel over at Roxy Creations. Now, she has a weekly challenge and she started it in January. So as usual, I'm late to the party. This is actually week 13. It's to make some fun belly bands using scraps. And I will, of course, link Rachel's YouTube channel, which is Roxy Creations, down below in the description box. So let me show you what we've got here. And to start with, this is going to be the base of the belly bands. So I've got some Nespresso coffee boxes cut up. This made me laugh so much because Rachel was using these and I had just had my coffee delivered. Oh, great. So I was able to harvest some of those. And then, of course, Mr. Mac, being the good Scotsman that he is, always has a porridge for breakfast. So I've harvested those as well. I keep the porridge boxes. They are really good, strong cardboard. Going to be good for journal covers. So I've got those to make my bases. I've got some very neutral background papers. I've got a pack of other bits and pieces, my more neutrals, and I do have some colours. I've also got, I've cheated a wee bit, I've pulled out some kind of long, thin, fussy cut bits because I thought that would save time. And finally, I have, of course, got a few Tracie Fox labels. So that is that. And before we do anything else, I'm going to set the timer because the idea of this is not to think it through too much and see how many we can do in 30 minutes. So off we go. Except that's not working. Hold on. Okay, counting up now. Right, so I'll get the glue book and let's start with one of these. They're about 9 inches tall, so, you know, there's going to be room to put them in as a belly band and, you know, maybe lop a bit off the top and bottom, but just giving us a little bit of extra wriggle room. So let's get some bits and pieces down on here first. And I'm just going to pull some bits out, you know. Try not to think too hard. I know I said I've got that as well, but let's see if we can use up some of these scraps before we start tearing up new stuff. Okay, I've got some ideas for something a little bit different as well. So let's see where we are. Okay. Now, the idea about this is you don't worry about getting it to fit. You let it overhang. Except that's not going to overhang, so I will line that one up. Okie dokie. So yeah, we'll line this one up. Oh, there goes the glue stick on the floor. Hold on. Managed to get it and it's not covered in carpet fluff, which is always a plus. Okay. I do like that. Again, it's very narrow. It's not quite. This is not quite the way it's supposed to be done. But I'll do this one like this, and then we'll do the next one a little bit more the way Roxy kind of did hers. So I will line everything up to this side for now. Okay, then let's put in, I don't know, a bit of this. Don't like it, but I'm actually going to make myself go with it. I think this is sort of, if you like, it's part of the process is to just get on with it. So I'm getting on with it. Okay, so this one I am going to now put at a wee bit of an angle. I think we could go with another piece of that. Where is my smoother downer? Here. We need a bit more on there. Okay. That is a bit tatty. That one can go. Okie dokie. Oh, wish I'd used that now. Ah, that'll teach me. Check both sides, won't it? There. And what else have we got? Of course, I end up with ever decreasing sizes of scraps, which end up in this little envelope. We'll get them used up eventually. That's not bad. Maybe just a wee bit distress here and here. I'm just looking at the time, so we're just at 4 minutes, so that's not bad. Right, so the idea about this, you can see I'm overlapping it, and you're going to cut it off afterwards, so you will get a bit of a surprise. That's the theory anyway. And do you know what, that little bit will just fit there, so let's just put it there. So these may well get cut down to shorter strips. Actually, as I say, now thinking about this, Rachel's idea was a bookmark, a belly band, but I figure you could use a bookmark from this as well. So yeah, let's just make them and see what we get. So I need to put something now. Just going to do that. Right, something up the middle. Oh, well, here we are. So let's grab this birdie. Will we? I say, the idea is not to overthink it, Linda. Don't overthink it. Yeah, I think it needs to be something of a fairly decent size, or it's not going to show up against that. Right, okay. Will we distress him a wee bit? Yes, let's. So hopefully most of him will fit on this belly band. The other thing you can do is add in some fabric bits and pieces, but I'm not really very good at that, so I decided I wouldn't. Right, oops, he can go there. So I know his little bit of beak's going to be amputated. And then finally, I think I just want to anchor him at the bottom with a... I'll do. Natural history specimens. Maybe just pull his tail up a fraction and get that to land underneath. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So the only thing about that is trying to get it straight when you don't quite know where your edge is. Try and line it up with the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to leave that. I'm going to just turn it over and forget about it. And let's move on to the next one. Let's do a porridge one. So let's have a look now. Just wondering about maybe putting a little tiny bit of colour into this. Maybe, maybe not. I don't want anything too too dramatic. I think I quite like that. A little bit of green maybe. I'm thinking, aren't I? I must not think. I must not overthink this. Right. Come on, Linda. Possibly I should just have had a pool of papers in a tray and made myself go with that. That would have been better. Never mind. Let us do a few little greeny bits and just see what happens. What's the back of that? See, I'm time wasting. I've spent 3 minutes footling about instead of just getting on with it. Right. Back to the neutrals. Let's just stick to the neutrals. We know what we're doing with those. Okay. I think this may turn out to be a bit dark, but we'll go with it. Let's just go with it and see. I think you can tell I'm ever so slightly out the comfort zone here, but that's all for the good. It's, you know, it's a few scraps of paper and a few bits of packaging. So, you know, what's the worst that can happen? Look at that. So I am offsetting them just a little bit. I'm not making them dead straight. That's all right, isn't it? Maybe it's a bit big. Oh. I think a bit more of this one. Just a little. I don't usually make that many things ahead. I kind of, you know, if I'm making a journal, whatever, I kind of make things as I go along. So there's different schools of thought about this, but it is useful just to be able to have some things to grab. I absolutely get that. It's just that I'm not very good at doing it. I need something else here. A bit more script maybe. Oh, cut it too small. Cut it, torn it. That'll do. That will do. Do you know, that is a quote, isn't it? Is it from Babe? That'll do, pig. Something like that. It's completely off the subject, but there you go. Right. Stick that on there. Okay. So that's us smoother downed, if that's a verb. And I'm going to be slightly tidy. Okay. And I think we'll have quite like this chap. I thought he was rather steampunky, and I kind of like that. Okay, I thought this through beforehand. I decided that I wanted him just because I liked him. So this is one of these vellum stickers, and it's got that really quite thick plastic on the back, and it's an absolute pain to get off, but aha, it's behaving. All right, so I'm assuming that that's around about the middle. On he goes, and as I say, I just fancied that ticket at the bottom there, so that can go on the bottom. Around about, again, probably. Hopefully, I'll stick it in an angle. Then, if I haven't lined it up completely right, it won't matter. Okay, so that's 2 and 14 minutes. So yeah. I should be able to make 4, shouldn't I? Next. Now, I had thought about doing this slightly differently. I had thought about maybe using some of these longer strips, if possible. Let's see what we've got. So if we started there, and I'm going to use that floral side, I think, of this one. Woo. So this time, actually, I will keep it relatively straight because I just want to, you know, kind of know where I'm going with it. Right, and I think what I wanted to do, I know what I'm trying to do, and I know I'm not explaining it very well, but I wanted to use up some of these longer strips. Yeah. Yeah. You know, just to see how it looked. If we tried it differently. So a bit there. What else? That's all right. Well, that more or less fits there, so we'll call that there. And then just need something down the bottom here. What have we got? Maybe just some more text. Oh, that'll do. Right. Okay, let's find something to go on there. That do it? Yes, don't mess about, Linda. That's it. Let's put that on. Just want to tickle that up a little bit. That's better. All right. Do you know what would be nice? A wee butterfly or something going up there, wouldn't it? I'll explain about this in another video. It was a bright idea I had yesterday, but it may not have been the brightest of bright ideas. Yes. Let's have a look-see. Oh, there, like that. All right. In you go. How are we doing? 18 minutes. Oh, pretty good. It's like speed dating. In you go, in you go, in you go. Yeah. So one of the things I was going to explain about this was that I thought it was a brilliant idea yesterday, and already I'm beginning to think maybe it's not, but we'll talk about that in another video. Right. So that is that, and yeah, definitely got time for one more, haven't I? So what we do, all right, let's change it up a little bit, and I will go. I've got a rather pretty bluey flower here, so I think we'll go for some pretty bluey bits and pieces if we can. Definitely that, possibly that. Maybe that. Okay, we'll go with maybe some extra neutrals. Let's see. Let's start with this because I absolutely adore it. Again, they're a bit narrow, so I may have to just put them on kind of lined up. Oopsie. About there. Remember that, maybe? Just a little. Not too much. Yep. I've got to tell you, it feels very strange to be doing this kind of like against the clock, but that was the challenge, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that bit at the bottom, I think, and then we just need a couple more odds and ends to go in. That can go there, one more bit there, maybe just something. I think I'm just going to have to put a piece of neutral in there, maybe. Of course, these papers are all different weights and shapes, but it just doesn't matter, you know. Ah, didn't do that very well, did I? Okay. I think I'll just need to put another another little something there. What we got? What we got that will do it? That'll do. I'll do it. Okay. One thing about the glue stick is you get a little bit of wriggle room. And you know, if you're a little bit unhappy about how this sticks, then you can always go over with some collage medium or some Mod Podge, whatever you've got. Or if you haven't got Mod Podge, then just use some watered down PVA. That works. And that's my final bit coming in here. Okay. So I think, once again, there seems to be a wee bit of a formula going on, but, you know, eventually I will learn to do things a little more spontaneously. Right, oh, this is another of the vellum stickers. I've not got many of these, actually. I got them a long time ago from a girl on Etsy, and you know, at a sensible price, and now because everybody's using them, they've gone up. I don't mean the particular lady on Etsy, she's actually not there, but they have just gone through the roof, the price of these, and it's a shame because they're absolutely beautiful. So I've got that, and I think we'll have maybe have one of Tracie's labels, I'm not sure. So I'm just looking at the time, it's 25, so I do need to just make a decision and stick to it. Quite like that, except it's too big. Oh, that's too small. No, don't you just love this? Too big, too small, too big, too small. It needs something there, doesn't it? Let's call it that for now. Okay, so I am at 26 minutes, going on 27. But we now have the great reveal to do, so just get rid of that because it's sticky. Get my scraps out of the way. Okay. And here we go. So I'm going to take my fairly big scissors to this, and I'm just going to trim now along all the edges. And this being fairly thick cardboard, of course, it's just quite easy to follow it up. Can always pop it on the guillotine later if you need to. That's one. So we'll just do it like this, and then we'll do the big reveal at the end. It's absolutely kind of normal to turn it up and see what you've got, but I'll try and resist. This might be a good thing, fun thing to do with the kids, actually, you know, just make them stick things down and then chop it up and see what you've got afterwards. Sorry, I think that was a bit of a hiccup. Well, last one, 29 minutes 52 seconds. So I'm going to cut carefully. I'm not going to rush because I've got 10 seconds left. All right, let's clear the decks. And it's 30 minutes and 36 seconds as I speak. And let's turn them over and see what we've got. So there's my dapper gentleman, my bird, my flower, and my other flower. Do you know what? They're okay, aren't they? Oh, that was upside down. That's all right. Happy with that. And bit crooked, trim it on the trimmer. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll hope you have a go. And a huge thanks to Rachel at Roxy Creations for the challenge. See you next time. Bye.